Up next, we have the Reprimand. This is the UMP-45 looking submachine gun, and this one is pretty cool. This one is the only non-one-handed submachine gun, though, so it functions a whole lot more like an assault rifle, and it should really probably be compared to the assault rifles as opposed to the submachine guns, since you are giving up the ability to actually blind fire this or fire it in conjunction with like the ballistic shield. That being said, though, the Reprimand is really cool. This is the only submachine gun that I actually have maxed out, and it was the second weapon I actually ever maxed out. So this one has medium armor pen, so it hits a lot harder than the other submachine guns. It has 125 damage per shot. It has a slow rate of fire, though, only coming in at about 500 rate of fire, and it does have a small capacity, only coming in at 25. For an overall rating for the Reprimand, I would say this one's probably, once again, probably B tier versus the bugs, B tier versus the squids, but A tier versus the bots. This one is really good. The main problem with this one is just the magazine situation. Holding 25 rounds is pretty awkward, and if we're comparing this to other assault rifles, some other assault rifles kind of do this thing's job better, especially with like the Coyote, but the Coyote does it better than all of the other assault rifles too. This one versus the bugs is pretty good. You can kill the small and the medium bugs really fast with this. It feels really good to fight them, but holding 25 rounds does make it so it's a little bit awkward there. You're gonna have to be reloading this pretty often. Same thing kind of goes with the squids. You can kill pretty much everything on the squid front fairly efficiently with this. It's not bad, but the small magazine does make it a little bit awkward if you start getting swarmed by the voteless. Against bots, though, this one's really good since there's not usually a whole lot of bots that swarm you. If they are, they're berserkers, and this one can rip through berserkers pretty fast. And it can kill the medium bots really fast. That is a really good thing about the Reprimand. It can even hurt things like Hulks if they're facing away from you. You can just keep shooting them in the back. That does also work. For the customizations for this one, I really like going once again with the Reflex Mark II on here. It doesn't really have any long-range sights on here. The longest it has is the 1.5 times scope. If you want the best ergonomics, though, you could go with the iron sights. Those are fine as well, but I actually like using the sights on this one, so that's why I usually go with the M2. The vertical foregrip on this does make it feel much better. This one does have quite a bit of muzzle climb when you're firing it, so if you put the vertical foregrip on there, it cuts it down significantly. And then for a muzzle attachment, I really like going with the compensator on this. It also cuts down the muzzle climb significantly. That's like the one main problem that this one has outside of its magazine capacity. If this one could get like quick detach mags or something like that, or a drum mag, or just an extended mag of something, and it could take it up to like, let's say 40 rounds, or with the faster reload speed being, I don't know, 30-40% faster, this gun would actually be really, really good against everything. It already is pretty good against everything. It's just like having to reload this one pretty often and running through those 25 rounds can be a little bit annoying. So that's why I put it a little bit lower than some of the other weapons. Still probably one of my favorite submachine guns though.